Hi everyone, it's just Wendy doing another check-in because I finished the cowl that I started, I think it was last week. I don't know what's been going on, time's been going so quick. Well, I do know what's been going on. I ended up back in A&E, so didn't get a lot of work done. But I've been a little bit busy the last few days, so I thought I'd show you a couple of finished things. And I finished my book finally. I also finished the current audiobook that I was doing and started a new one, started a new book, and I am starting a new project today as well, so hopefully that'll be on here next time I upload a video. So first off, finished the cowl. It's a pattern by Yarnspirations, I think. Marley Bird feeder cowl. So I changed a little bit. I changed like the size of the yarn and the size of the needles, but it's done and I really like it. It's lovely, but I am selling this one. This one is up on eBay already. I am going to make another one. I think I'm going to make one for me, and a couple of people have asked me to make one as well when they saw me make it, and they've asked me to make them one. So I'm just waiting for their choices of colours and then I will make them too. Also, with the leftover yarn, I made a headband, which I have popped up on eBay as well. You know, because waste not, want not. And then I've got a little bit more waste yarn that I haven't been able to, I can't make anything big with. So, just this, but I love the colour. And I made Andrew something with it. I can't remember what I made now. Could have been a hat. Did I make Andrew something with it? I made someone something with it. I can't remember. So, but with what's left, because I can't really make anything big, I'm going to make a couple of headbands out of to pop up on eBay and sell as well. So really quick and easy, and I'm not wasting any yarn because I've got a massive bag full of yarn scraps that I do need to use up. So a massive bag, there's a couple of bags full. So I was going to make a big blanket, but then I thought, oh, I'll just make some little things, because then I tend to get bored with the big massive projects. I get really bored. So if I make little things, I can change what I make and not feel bored anymore. So that's it for things that I've made. I finished my book, so last time I was reading The Hidden Queen by Peter Brett, which I have since finished. It took me a lot longer than I wanted it to because I've not been well, and on top of ending up in A&E for other things, I have had some really bad migraines lately, so, and I can't really read anything when I've got a migraine, so it took me a bit longer than I wanted it to, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really good. It's much like all of his other books. It's fantastic. The character building, the world building, it just makes you feel like you're really there with them, and I get so attached to them all. It's another good book. It's the second of what I believe is going to be a trilogy, so I can't wait for the next one. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, that's a really good book if you like fantasy, if you like some magic, and you like good characters, and where they've really got a proper relationship with each other. It's really, I'm not doing it justice. I don't want to spoil it if anyone wants to read it, but if you like fantasy, if you like all of that sort of stuff, this is the book for you. I would recommend that you read the other books first, just so you've got background and you know what's happening, because although this is like a follow-on series, it does really connect to his original Demon Cycle series. So, and they are fantastic books. I've read them all numerous times. I really do recommend them. Highly recommend. Fantastic author. He came to my hometown recently, but I didn't get out to get to see him. I really wanted to, but I wasn't well enough, so didn't get to see him, unfortunately. But yeah, fantastic author. Highly recommend all of the books. And I have started a new book called The Last Witch of Scotland. I'm not very far in it at the minute. I am going to read a bit later on today. I'm like 51 pages into it. It's good so far. I'm enjoying it, and I don't think this will take me very long to finish because I didn't want to put it down last night, but it was getting late. It was quite late when I started reading, and then it was getting even later, and I had to get up to do lots of things today. Get the kids to school, get the kids ready for school, housework, and doing some of this, and organising some other things. We've got plasterers coming in soon to do our ceilings, so trying as much as I can to get things organised, but I can't at the minute. I am having a massive flare up. I'm struggling with my energy levels quite severely, and I'm struggling with pain quite a lot as well, and I've got more tests that I'm having to go for. I'm just letting my arms recover from my last trip to A&E because it took 10 attempts to get a cannula in me, and my poor little arms are bruised really badly. Not their fault, as my veins, I've got very deep veins, and it is really hard to get a vein, and in the end they had to use not the vein gun where you can see it with this little thing. They had to use an actual scan machine, portable scan machine with the liquid on it, like with an ultrasound machine. That's the one. Brain fog is really doing brain fog is really doing my head in at the minute. I'm just struggling. So my next round of blood tests and etc. will be booked as soon as my arms have healed a bit more, because they're not going to get any blood from me if not. And then I've got some other things I've got to have, which I don't really need to talk about, but at the minute they're saying that they don't think it's anything dangerous, it is just painful. So hopefully that will continue, and eventually hopefully we can get the pain under control. I just want to find a cause, really, because I want to know why, because the quicker we can figure out why, the quicker we can figure out a plan of action to make it stop, basically. So we'll see. My pain isn't too bad today, but I haven't done a lot today. I've basically sat on the sofa and crocheted and knitted this morning, and aside from doing the washing up, that is pretty much, and a load of laundry, that is pretty much all I've done today, helping the kids get ready for school, but they're old enough that they pretty much do it themselves. I just observe, like, not observe, but say, you know, make sure you get dressed, make sure you wear something warm, you know, let's get your bottles in your bags, or, you know, like parents do. I don't have to like watch their every single move, just little reminders of things, because they are still in primary school, they are still young, so they can't just be expected to just do it all off the bat, can they? So it's just me there to give them a few prompts and everything. But yeah, I'm hoping I can get through this book quickly, because I am really enjoying it already. It's a historical novel, and I believe it's inspired by a true story of the last person in Britain to be executed for witchcraft. So it's very, very interesting, and I know that as soon as I finish the book, I'm going to actually look up the person that this story is based on. I know a little bit, but not a lot. But I would like to know a bit more about it, because this sort of thing, it just fascinates me. It really does. I love learning. Fascinates me. I'm as organised as ever. What else was I going to talk about? James and I done a review on James's account of a series that we watched recently called Baby Reindeer. It's very well done. It is very, very good. I'd like to say I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I didn't. But not because of anything wrong with the series or anything like that. It's just the content, the trigger warnings from in the 4th episode. I really struggled with that. Really, really. So if you can deal with that sort of thing, give it a watch. It's based on true story. It's the actor, person who plays the main character is the person who wrote it, is the person who all this stuff actually did happen to, or happened to people he knows. So it does have some basis in reality. And I struggled with it. I struggled, not because it wasn't good, it was very, very well done. I struggled with the content, particularly episode 4. But you have to, if you're going to watch it, you have to watch all of it. You have to watch episode 4 because it is integral to the rest of the story. I just really, really struggled. The trigger warnings are there for a reason, and listen to them. That's all I can say. But it was good, and it is worth a watch if you can handle that sort of thing. I did struggle. James didn't struggle with it. He watched it all, you know. So it just depends on the type of person you are, really. James doesn't really get fussed by anything, whereas I take everything to heart. I struggle with things emotionally. I don't think there's anything else. It's not a really long one. Not particularly interesting. I just wanted to show the things that I'd finished and the books. I am thinking of starting a book blog because I do read a lot. I am an avid reader, and I don't talk about it enough because most of my life, with the exception of my grandmother with my nanny, everybody else wasn't really interested in hearing about books in my family. That it just wasn't a big deal. My nanny was a very avid reader. I got that from her, and she was always interested in books and talking about books, and she always had a head in a book just like me, but not the rest of my family, and they didn't really want to hear when I wanted to talk about it. Neither did my friends, really, apart from one of my friends, which we used to actually read books together. We used to trade books and everything and go to the library together. But I do like talking about books, and it'd be nicer to be able to talk to people about books who actually want to hear about books. So I am thinking about doing that. I will update you on that as and when I make the decision, and I am planning on including more book content on my channel as well for all of the 34 subscribers that I have right now. It's not a lot, but it's more than I thought I was going to get. I thought I was only going to get 1 or 2, so I'm happy with that. I'm not complaining. Yeah, so it's still going to be a mishmash. Going to do the hobbies. I really want to get my Lego up there, but I've not really had a lot of time to do Lego, and my sets are just sitting over there, just staring at me going, why aren't you playing with us? So I will do that, and the jigsaws, because I have tons of jigsaws that I do enjoy doing, and I find myself pushing these things away because they're not productive enough and I need to be doing this, or my life is too busy. But with the low energy that I have, I think I will have much more time to do them because they are sit down things. I can sit down and do them. They don't use a lot of energy. I can reserve energy while I'm doing them. I'm saying a lot again. Why do I do that all the time? Yeah, so that's that book. There are a few more books I am planning on reading in the next couple of weeks before they need to go back to the library. And just trying to think. Oh, I'm a little bit disappointed. My local fabric and yarn store that I get a lot of my things from is moving, and it's moving quite far away. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that. I can understand why they're moving. The place their shop, the rent they pay on their shop has gone up an inordinate amount that they can't absorb, so they're going somewhere cheaper, which is understandable because rent has skyrocketed lately. Just another thing that's just gone up and up and up and up. It's insane. So I can understand why they're doing it, but I'm disappointed because I'm going to have to find a new shop to go to unless they put their stuff online, which they might. If they do, then I can still shop there. But I can't go in person because it's too far away and I don't drive. So it's not feasible for me to do. But yeah, we're going to be including more stuff. I also am probably, because we're redecorating and we're getting our ceilings done, and then we've got to redecorate the rest of the rooms that are being done, and hopefully this will be the end of the issue with this house and we can finally finish everything, because we get to a certain stage and then like the plasterers come in, or a surveyor comes in, or someone comes in and they're like, oh wait, don't do any more yet because we still need to fix this. So we've been stuck in limbo for so long now that it's going to be nice when it's done and we can just get on with it and get it done. So I'm going to probably vlog that when I start redecorating and doing things. I'm not a great decorator. I'm not great at painting. But I can do it. So why pay someone else to do something that I can do myself? That's my viewpoint on a lot of things. So yeah, hopefully that'll come up, and we're going to be rehauling the garden as well. And both me and James is going to post it on his channel as well. I'm going to vlog that because we want to. If you want to watch it, do. If it doesn't interest you at all, then don't. But I feel like we'll get more done and be a bit more productive with it if we are vlogging it, because then we sort of have brain fog, I forgot the word. Accountability. We have accountability. We are accountable for our actions. We can see how much we're actually doing and how much more needs to be done if we record it and keep a note of it. Because if not, we get part of the way through and then we're like, yeah, let's move on to this room. This might make me finish a room at a time before starting on the next room and doing all that. So I think that's it for now. Nothing really big or massively interesting, and I keep staring over there because there's more things that need doing, but I don't have the energy at the minute. I'll do it in a little while, and I'll be waking James up shortly because he was at work last night, so I'll be waking him up with a nice cup of tea and some lunch for him. And yeah, I might get some more food content up as well. I've been looking at more sort of budgeting and not spending as much money on our groceries while still making sure that everyone gets what they need. You know, the kids get all the nutrition they need, we do. I have some deficiencies that I have to take into account, and James has allergies and intolerance, and so do I. And the kids, luckily, touch wood, the kids aren't intolerant to anything and they don't have any food related allergies. So we're quite lucky there, but we still have to take into account myself and James's additional needs dietarily wise, diet wise, dietarily. I'm making up words now. So yeah, that was just a little catch up. I don't really want to be a mopey moaning person, so I am going to leave it there. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll be back on again soon with the other project that my mum has asked me to do for her friend. So I'm going to vlog it, so hopefully you'll see it as it's being made, or as they're being made, because there's more than one thing. Yeah, so that's all for today, and I will see you soon. Bye.